For the past decade, the Irish have had their fair share of issues with teams from the so-called Group of Five. And today, they meet the cream of the crop, a playoff team from a year ago who sees this as nothing more than a golden opportunity. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. Open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Trying to find the end zone. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Pauling. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Love. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that.
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Love. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ford. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gaines. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Riley. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the find their footing. We're ready to go here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got a man, it's Riley. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Broncos are on the move. Dropping back, it's Madsen. The sure hands, it's Riley. Turning it on! He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Broncos will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Boise State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Fields. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Riley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Broncos in the hurry up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wagner. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Notre Dame, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down, they'll go to the air. Slips away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. And he hurls it inside the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on one here.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys...
Touchdown Broncos! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 10 over Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the... Breaks into the open. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Fakes to grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite? And of course he said, now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes his man miss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Madsen. Gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes 1. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Broncos will hustle to the line. Wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's on target and complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Touchdown, Boise State! And the stomping has commenced. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. the rush will get to him at the 25. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires toward the target. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time
he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sherrod. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sherrod. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
To the air, it's Madsen. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Irish will open the fourth with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressure, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Offense in a split backfield. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his tight end. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll... There he goes! Picks up the first down, still moving. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's going to take off. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and the returner will be knocked down. The offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away.
Hey, pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. To the air on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give is to Williams. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab outside, it's Marshall. He goes out of bounds, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, and he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The Hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really
Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
Complete to the right. They'll immediately call timeout. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Quick. Through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.